Hello BrewTubers, you joined me on Good Friday for what has been a pretty good Friday. Cheers. Very nice. So yes, has been a busy Friday as well as a good Friday. Finished a keg of this, which is my Citra and Mosaic Amber Ale. So I've got two kegs of this. The first keg my dad and I finished in about a week, 2 weeks thereabouts. It's the quickest we've ever gone through a keg of beer. Put the second keg on, which is what I'm drinking now, and curiously enough they taste quite different. The first keg we finished tasted more like a bitter, wasn't quite as sweet and fruity. This one is a lot more sweet, a lot fruitier. The hops seem to come through better in this, so that's quite curious. What else have we been doing today other than swapping kegs? So this morning, from about late morning, early afternoon, I've labelled about 130 odd bottles of beer, which will hopefully go on sale after Easter. What else have I done? We've kegged my Cashmere Pale Ale, or half of it anyway. So that's now kegged up, and I've cleaned out 2 more kegs ready for the mild, which I've made, which will go in kegs and I'll have in here. So yes, busy day cleaning, kegging, swapping kegs around, that sort of thing. So thought time to carry on drinking because I've had a few pints throughout the day. So yes, this is a Citra and Mosaic Amber Ale, I've called it. Torrefied wheat, Marisota, crystal malt, and then Citra and Mosaic hops, USO5 to ferment with. Very fruity on the nose. Sort of very sweet mango, guava sort of smell to it, and then it's a taste which follows through to the beer as well. Again, mango, stone fruits, and a guava, hint of grapefruit and orange perhaps as well. So that has turned out pretty well. I mean, it's not particularly clear, but I have been manhandling it about today because I moved it from the cellar to the Keyser so it can cool down a bit. So yes, pretty good beer to be honest. But it's curious how the second keg was different to the first keg. As I mentioned earlier, the first keg tasted more like a bitter, more of a traditional sort of English style bitter. The hops didn't really come through very well. But in the second keg, they have. It's sweeter, it's fruitier, it's more pleasant. I mean, it's the same batch of beer. It's fermented in 2 different fermenters, mind. Both of the same yeast strain. So, yes, not sure why. It's a curious one. The only real difference is, that the first keg was force carved. This one just had high pressure put on it and left for 2 weeks whilst we were drinking the first keg. So perhaps you lose some of the flavour by force carving a beer. Possibly. Curious one. But as I said, this has turned out a lot better. It's a lot, say, fruitier. So it's got good carbonation level as well. Perhaps patience is the key. Don't force carb beers. Just carb them up normally and be patient. But at the time, we didn't have any beer in the clubhouse, so I needed to get a beer on, hence why one was force carbed and the other one left to its own devices. So that's done, that's good. So not a huge amount of hops in it. You get a really good sort of flavour from the hops, but I didn't use a lot. I find you can get a decent amount of hoppy flavour from beers without putting loads and loads in. I think I may have put about 100, 150 grams of hops in for a 40 litre batch. So not a lot compared to some of the beers you see made. So you know, it's tasty. It's got a good flavour to it. Good, you know, hoppy, fruity flavour. So yeah, I tend to prefer sort of spreading hops over over the boil. So I might add a little bit for bittering purposes at the start of the boil. Usually some at half an hour, some at 15 minutes, some at flame out, and then a dry hop. It's a sort of schedule I quite like doing. I've done it with the cashmere, did it with this, and you get a sort of quite a nice broad spectrum using the hops, and you get a good sort of flavour from it. So that's my little method for hoppier beers. So that is done, very nice too. What else is on the cards? So after today, tomorrow then, which is after today, so tomorrow, oh dear, can you tell I've had a few. So tomorrow the plan is to keg the mild, so I've got to finish cleaning the two kegs I've got there, keg the mild. I was going to bottle and sell some, but it's not particularly good, so I'll suffer through it. So I'll keg the mild, bottle the other half of the cashmere pale ale, so half of it's gone into the keys already, half of it I'll bottle up and sell because it seems to be fairly good. So do that, and do a little bit of tidying up, I think, because the brew shed needs it. Then on Sunday, yeah, Easter Sunday, I'll probably stick a brew on. Fancy doing the Keyworth Early pale ale, so an English style pale ale using Keyworth Early hops. And then I'll chuck another brew on Easter Monday. What may try and do my limoncello wheat beer without the limoncello. So I've got that Monin coffee syrup stuff you get. I've got the lemon flavour, so I'll try a bottle of that, see what happens. So yes, I think that's a fairly busy brewing weekend sorted out. But well, what else are you going to do over Easter? You can't go out, can you? And you shouldn't go out either. So yes. On that note, stay safe, stay at home, and enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.